Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Dragoon. My name is Cody, and in today's episode there are a bunch of like dead dragons just lying around the screen, so you know something is up. I don't know if those are dragons. I mean, I think they're kind of too small to be dragons, but maybe they were like baby dragons. I don't know the story behind the divine dragon and his like child issues, but like something's dead at the entrance to the mountain of mortal dragon. And it's it looks like it's going to be some serious business. So yeah, this is a brand new area, which well, I'll give you a bit of advanced warning. It's going to be pretty cool. Some pretty cool stuff is going to be happening here. I'm just going to mix things up a little bit, switch around some of the characters that I usually use for some other characters. Just give everyone a bit of a chance to stretch their legs against apparently a couple of Scythers who escaped out of Pokemon and now have decided, you know what would be better than Pokemon? The Legend of Dragoon. Which, I mean, that's probably true, because in Pokemon, these Pokemon, they're always just getting like, they're getting enslaved, right? Like, a lot of them clearly, like, you watch the anime or whatever, a lot of them clearly don't want to go. Like, they're like, no, I'm free, I want to do my own thing, and then, like, they get beaten up. They're like, until they submit, and then they get in the balls. Like, that doesn't sound like a fun time for the Pokemon. So I'm glad these Scyther have found their own, you know, their own place to live, even if I have to murder them. Oh, I didn't expect that counter. I'm not too used to Rose's combos, but that's okay. Practice makes perfect. And it means I save on healing items if I just switch around. When their health gets low, I'll probably switch them out. That's my cheapo way of doing things. Cheapo is probably another Australian slang term that you're not familiar with in America. Because I said, in an episode of Undertale recently, I said the phrase drink driving, which is what we call it when people drive while drunk. And some people were like, what? What is drink driving? Why are you using that phrase? But that's just the normal way you do it here. So the enemies here are a scale tougher than we've found previously, so we're gonna get a bunch of Roses already half dead, which is good and bad. I think we were slightly over-leveled previously because I was preparing for that Grand Duel fight for a while, and I did a bit of grinding, and luckily we were well prepared for it. But then there's another. Now we're at about equivalent level with these guys. There's some good grinding we could do here. I'm thinking I don't want to be too over leveled. I think it adds to the dramatic suspense when we have some interesting fights where you know, it's like what will in fact happen in this fight, and you won't know the answer because everything will be correct. I keep messing up Rose's counters and she keeps taking more and more damage. She's about dead already. Alright, let's finish this. It's because I took the physical ring off Rose, probably. I had a physical ring on her, which meant that she could actually, she had 50% more HP. But I've taken it off her, and also, for some reason, the enemies have decided to focus fire on Rose a bit, but that's okay. Let's just let's switch her with Miranda. We haven't given Miranda a proper shot lately, or ever really. I think I showed her off once since she's been introduced to our party. As I said, she does have most of the same mechanics, or all of the same mechanics, sorry, as Shana, but she's sassier. That's essentially the difference. Oh, alright, let's take this one first. See where this goes. Yeah, I have my sort of methods of trying to remember whether I've explored every area in a dungeon or a place like this. Oh, look at this! It's not only the Scythers that have gotten out. It's also... well, there's a few things this could be. I'm going to go with Squirtle because the body is sort of a Squirtle and the head is sort of Squirtle-like. If it was round, it would be a Squirtle. I mean, I think there's a few dragon Pokemon that this could just as well be, but I've decided this is a Squirtle. This is just what Squirtles look like in this world. That's just a fact. That's just what I decided just then, and that makes it true. So we've encountered Scyther and Squirtle. Hopefully, since you may have noticed the theme of these are all called some kind of dragon. So there's a bunch of dragons all over this mountain. Oh no, what did you do? Alright, they de-spirited Dart, so he'll stop gaining SP now, which is a bit of a pain. But that's alright. I've got a way to fix it. Generally speaking, the way to fix almost any status ailment in the game is to switch into Dragoon form. So as you can see, Miranda is as hopeless at physical combat as ever. But you can see, yeah, so 0 SP, I've been de-spirited. I could, if I switch into Dragoon form, I could fix it, but I'm also not too worried about it right now because I don't need to instantly fix it. There should be fireflies or something around here somewhere. Oh! Hashel has leveled up and gained a new addition. Hex Hammer. I don't even remember what Hex Hammer looks like. So yeah, you can see the reason Rose's edition is so difficult is it's because it's a final edition, and once we master it, it's going to be really nice. Alright, so Hex Hammer is already the most powerful move he has. And if we finish Hex Hammer, if we finish Five Ring Shattering, Summon 4 Gods has already gone up to its max level, and we finish these two, we'll unlock the 6th one. So I'll do that at some point, probably in the 4th disc. So there's 4 discs to this game. We're a significant portion through disc 3 right now, so there's still a fair bit more to go, but I think it gets more and more interesting from here on out is the thing. So, because that's the thing about any JRPG, right? Like, the most memorable parts of like a Final Fantasy game aren't usually in the first half of the game. I mean, with some exceptions, but like usually you remember the crazy plot twists and the amazing, you know, dramatic final boss fights and everything of, you know, of the end game of Final Fantasy, and this is no different. The plot twists and everything are just going to keep on coming pretty soon. Let's see what Hex Hammer is. Oh, I messed it up already. Well, that's alright. We just need to, oh, you get 100 SP. And we've confused it. I think I must have been Shauna's arrows. And... Alright, no, we'll save that for later. Let's see, because it confused, just like Pokemon, because that was a Pokemon, that was a... Oh, I don't even remember what the spider Pokemon are called in... There's a few spider Pokemon around... Nursk? I know there's some spider Pokemon, but I don't recall their names right now, because... Bug Pokemon are, aside from a couple of exceptions, largely useless. We got some Giganto armor. This is an upgrade for, you guessed it, our resident Giganto, or let me say this, it would be if he wasn't wearing the armor of legend. Give me a second. So compared to the armor he was wearing before, this is a straight up upgrade to defense and magical defense. I'm going to put it on him because the armor of legend is better spent on someone else, I'll be honest. Like, if we stick the, if we stick the armor of legend on Rose, she'll be able to contribute a bit more without getting without getting substituted out, you know, without having to substitute our Pokemon. I don't know why this episode has been themed around Pokemon. Alright, let's have one more battle here, and these are confusing tunnels, aren't they? And then we'll end off the episode. But first, let's find out what this Hex Hammer does. I'm curious. We've got a couple of Scythers to test it out on. That silence there was me debating whether I should go special Dragoon form on these guys. Should we learn Hex Hammer, or no, we should do this. Let's do this. Let's overkill some Scythers. Alright, so the Hashel is one whose physical attack is generally stronger than his magic, but his magic is okay. But his magic are all single target attacks, so what we're going to do is we'll just physically attack, because whoever initiates the Dragoon special, whoever's colour is glowing in the background, in this case the purple of Hashel, gets an automatic perfect Dragoon addition for as long as he has the setup. But everyone else doesn't. I have to do these manually, which is why I just messed it up. But it should be fine. This Scyther is not going to last very long, because it's about to get murdered. What was that? Did you just try to seduce Hashel? Whatever, let's finish it with Miranda. And in the next exciting episode, yeah, take a bow, Miranda. In the next exciting episode, we're going to look further into this mystical world of dragons, and maybe we'll see a few old friends along the way. I'll see you then.